Hello, Aquarius. This is your reading for April of 2020. And I'd like to start this by saying I am aware, and we are aware, that we are in the middle of a pandemic and that everything is topsy-turvy. It's emotional. There's a lot of fear, aggravation, distrust, misinformation. We get all that. But we are going to look past that and look at what's actually going on in your life over the next month. So you've got an amazing reading here from what I'm seeing. It's 4 major arcana up at the same time, all of them pushing towards a new relationship coming in, a new lover relationship coming in. And it is traditionally untraditional. I'm not even sure what that means, but it's kind of like fits an Aquarian perfectly because we don't do things. We are traditionally untraditional. We march sort of to our own drum, and that's what this relationship is. It feels like it's a younger person coming in, and that's going to play some issue in here because it revitalizes our energy. It sparks our creativity. There's a lot of change. It's a very, very happy time. We've got 2 kings up. One of them is the King of Wands, which is a fiery, passionate, very flexible individual. And then you have the King of Cups, which is a very artistic, romantic type of person. So it really gets our passions flowing. Now, whether or not this is a long-term relationship or not, I don't know, but it certainly is an amazing healing process. Apparently, you've been weathering all this craziness like a champ. I'm very proud of you. It doesn't show any real intensity behind you or in front of you. This is just a very, very happy reading.
Well, mine is going kind of on a different direction, strangely. So maybe mine is more the warning half. Okay. I'm not sure. What I've got here is a heavy concentration on your tribe, clan, family, stuff like that. You're very, very, very aware of the people who you care about right now. And that's not a bad thing. You know, that's to be expected. And especially in this time, you're very, very aware of that. And that's, impacting things, not in a bad way or anything. It's just one of the major features in this reading.
I can't hear you.
Sorry. Your communication is not good right now. You're not able to communicate the things that you're wanting to communicate, or you're not able to make things make sense. And part of that is because the rune for the self, okay, you've got communication sitting on top of the rune for the self. So either you're not, and the self is going into its downward position. So it's an indication that it's not in alignment. So either you're unable to communicate, with yourself on some level, you've got mixed ideas or mixed emotions, or you're not able to communicate outwardly to people. And so what you're saying is coming out sideways, so you're having some confusion with that. You also may have a tendency right now of wanting to overindulge in things that are not necessarily good for you. You've got the rune Kano, which is fire. And fire can either be a very creative, light-giving, warmth-giving source, or it can be very destructive. At this point, you're at the midway point where it's starting to move into the very negative. So I would caution you to be aware of what's going on. Be aware of what you're doing emotionally before you decide to indulge. If you find that you're indulging and you're in a negative space, maybe don't. Maybe don't. You're entering a new phase with your life, and so this may have to do with the relationship he's talking about. Maybe that's what's bringing in a new phase for you, whether or not it's a long or short term. Um, but one of the things that you've got that I think is interesting and maybe impacting you is that you have the emotion. Well, okay, you've got Isa, and Isa is a symbol for ice. Okay, and ice, of course, is the flow of, well, water that's been frozen, basically. So it's like you've got this frozen emotion. It's also the subconscious. So things in your subconscious may feel very much like they've stagnated right now. And so that right now is affecting your potential. Okay. So you need to kind of allow a thought to come in there. You need to allow yourself that ability to move forward. I think I think that I just forgot what I was going to say. Sometimes it's okay to have the flow of emotions um, where they're frozen. Sometimes that's okay. We all need a rest. Okay. Everybody needs that time to rest and recoup on the emotions. The thing I would caution you about is don't stay there. Allow the emotions to thaw periodically. And the reason why I'm stressing that is because, again, you've got the blank rune sitting on top of that. So this is potential. Okay. So your potential for staying what's the word? The potential of staying more in your brain than in your heart is very strong here. Aquarians have a tendency of going hot and cold, and so it's like,
Who, us?
no, not a bit. Anyway, they tend to go hot and cold. And so there's a need to there's a need to allow yourself to have that balance come in and to work both sides of it rather than just staying in the intellectual. So, again, this is something that has a huge impact on your potential and on the potential of what you're going to be doing in the future.
I got some irony for you. This is typical Aquarianish. After this whole corona thing is over, we're going to get sick. It's not going to be with the corona. We're just going to get like the flu or a cold or something. And it's so ironic because we stay healthy through this thing, and then suddenly we're hit with being sick when everybody else is well. It's kind of silly, actually.
It's pretty much an Aquarian thing.
It really is.
Boy, is it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Just, again, be aware of your communication because you may not be saying what you mean to be saying to people. And if you've got someone new coming in, you need to be aware of that. Be aware that you should do a check with your emotions before you imbibe on, as an example, alcohol or something like that. Again, check in with yourself, make sure that your space is okay for doing that and that you're not imbibing for hiding, but for, chilling out purposes.
Well, that's all I got.
Good enough.
Thank you for joining us. All of these readings are going to be on our new channel, Crystal Gazer on YouTube. And we'd really love it if you would subscribe and like our channel. And please leave us comments. We need some feedback. Nobody's leaving comments. Take 2 seconds. Write something out, good, bad, and different. Give us a little of that Aquarian honesty. Who do you like better?
Me. I'm the young cute one.
Pick me. I'm the Aquarian. Let's
stick
together.
I'm taller.
Brothers and sisters in blood.
I'm taller. I have curlier hair.
Anyway, just let us know what you think. And thank you for joining us.
We appreciate it. And have a fantastic day.